Now, Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record.
Huh, you don't say. Tell me more, Tulsi.
Many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Tulsi. This is what I'm looking for. This is getting good. Oh baby.
She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so.
Oh baby. You know, Tulsi, I thought I was Hawaiian for about half of my life. Oh baby.
And she fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way.
Nah. Hey, goodbye. I'm sorry. I got a little carried away there. Man, whew. I can't say I'm not happy about this, and I try not to show my bias on my channel, you know? I try and be fair and balanced, as always. But the ladies like this just shows that you can't just do whatever because you check all the marks. She's, you know, black and a woman and a crazy Democrat who voted for impeachment. It's just all of the things that all you would think that the Democrats want, but that doesn't. That just won't get you the votes and it won't get you the money. And Kamala Harris proved that if you're an asshole, you can't overcome these things when she dropped out. As you can tell by my opening little clip there, you could see that how her poll numbers took a dive after she met the bull. She got the horns, messing with the wrong lady, the real lady Democrat. The California senator broke barriers but ran out of money as she struggled in the polls. Her abrupt announcement is perhaps the most surprising development to date in the 2020 race. Senator Kamala Harris of California dropped out of the Democratic presidential race on Tuesday after months of low poll numbers and a series of missteps that crippled her campaign. Just a couple missteps, just a couple of them. A deflating come down for a barrier-breaking candidate who has been seeking to become the first black woman to win a major party's presidential nomination. I really hate when they say the barriers. It was like when Hillary ran. It's like there's these hidden barriers that are preventing women or black people or what, you know, name your check mark from entering politics or becoming president or doing whatever. They don't exist if you put up the right candidate. But when you put up somebody who's generic and has a track record of being a terrible person, what do you expect? You can't just check the boxes. You got to have some substance there. It's the same reason why Mr. Booker is it. He's just, I don't know, man. He's the Jeb Bush without the name of the Democrat Party. Like, he's just like, what's the thing that we believe in? All right, I guess that's the one. I'll give him this. He's not the craziest on the of the candidate lineup. I mean, he's not the worst, but he's not the best. It's like, what do we bring to the table here? And that was the same thing with Kamala Harris. She didn't bring anything new to the table other than that she was a woman. Wow, congrats. You're a woman, but you're also an asshole. Wow. The announcement is perhaps the most surprising development to date in a fluid Democratic presidential campaign where Ms. Harris began in the top tier, which was only pushed by CNN and other Democratic people. She never polled high. Where they got that she was the top tier candidate, I don't know. Her departure removes a prominent woman of color from a proud, strong, independent woman of color from a field that started as the most racially diverse ever in a Democratic primary, and raises the prospect that this month's debate in Los Angeles will feature no candidates who aren't white. Well, maybe. Maybe. Maybe it's because we were ignoring one of them. Who's that? Oh, Mr. Yang, is that you? Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, Mr. Yang, it's so good to see you.
Gavin,
Where you
you
been?
have to help me. They hide me in the
Oh,
basement.
that's so rough. Look, Mr. Yang, I don't agree with you and everything, but I want you to get on that stage. I want my $1,000. Please. I know we're not of the same Asian ilk, but I believe in you in my heart of hearts. Please, do it for us.
Gavin, I will destroy everything they've made. China #1. I mean America. America #1.
Ms. Harris opened her campaign on Martin Luther King's birthday with a rousing speech in her hometown, Oakland, California, before an audience of 20,000 people, drawing comparisons to history-making black politicians like Barack Obama and Shirley Chisholm. Look, if you go... A lot of people make this mistake and think that I'm gonna do this just like Martin Luther King, and I'm gonna look like I'm the next person in line. The problem is when you fail and you look like an idiot, or you don't live up to the expectations, you really don't. So if you get on this debate stage and get embarrassed by this woman from Hawaii, like all of a sudden everybody's like, ugh. The claps go from arousing applause to real fast. The speech was a signal of the careful balance of her campaign tried to strike throughout the year, leading on her personal story as a daughter of Indian and Jamaican immigrants, while offering policy preferences that toggled between the party's moderate and progressive ideological wings. Ms. Harris sought to focus on incremental and deliverable change, rather than the type of systematic upheaval popularized by rivals like Senators Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts and Bernie Sanders of Vermont. I don't know about that, but okay, whatever, man. But almost immediately after her campaign began, she faced questions about her policy core that resulted in damaging news cycles. She reversed her position on single-payer health care, removing herself from Medicare for All bills sponsored by Sanders, and she struggled with how to frame her record as a prosecutor, oscillating between defending it against progressive criticism and embracing it in a play for more moderate votes. And I'm not gonna read the whole thing. She struggled to bring up money because she sucks. Goodbye. I hope now that we've got this lady out of the way, can we bring up Andrew Yang, please? There's another minority waiting in the wings. What about Tulsi Gabbard? Let's get her on stage. No? It's a clown show? Alright, I guess honk honk. We can just continue the clown show. Alright, see you guys later. Like, subscribe. Man, I don't care. Just